In this lesson, I'm going to be going over the core finance subjects and how they are relevant in the finance industry. Now, the first one is going to be financial accounting. Financial accounting is really, really important simply because it's used by people that work as financial analysts, investment bankers, portfolio managers. It helps them analyze financial statements, assess company performance, and make informed investment decisions, which we call data-driven decisions. Right now, if you're in college and you are interested in these jobs that such as a financial analyst or maybe a portfolio manager, you should focus on financial accounting classes, which may be accounting 1, accounting 2, accounting for finance majors. And one of the things that I learned after college when I was actually working as a financial analyst was that finance and accounting are related. You need to be able to understand basic accounting in order to do really well in finance, right? So you have to understand the financial statements, right? That's really important both in accounting and finance. You have to be able to do that. Now, the next one is going to be corporate finance, right? So you can find this in a lot of college classes. The ones I took were corporate finance 1, corporate finance 2, and then there's probably other classes that are related to corporate finance. But the major ones are corporate finance 1 and 2. Now, this is going to be within this, you're going to find jobs such as, investment banking, financial management, and this is going to cover things such as capital budgeting, right? Because you're now talking about corporate companies, right? We're talking about financial analysis, valuation, risk management, right? This is going to help people assess, or like the people that are focusing on this, it's going to help them assess investment opportunities as well as manage financial resources and make strategic financial decisions, which we call data-driven decisions again. Now, the next one is going to be financial markets and institutions. This one has a lot of classes that you can find in college that support this core subject. This subject is relevant to careers in investment banking, financial planning, as well as asset management. It explores the structure and functioning of financial markets, including stock exchanges, bond markets, derivatives markets, as well as providing insight onto trading, investment strategies, as well as risk management. This just goes over all the financial markets that exist, right? So if you're going into investments, right, you're going to take a lot of classes that fall underneath financial markets, right, as well as institutions as well, right? Now, the next one's going to be investments. This is for people that want to get into investments, right? This is really good for people that want to go into portfolio management, right? If you want to manage portfolios, equity research, investment analysis, and taking classes that fall underneath this investment core subject, they're going to help you with, how to construct a portfolio, right? If you're going to be a portfolio manager, how to measure the performance of that portfolio. So this is essentially helping students become professionals with skills to make informed investment decisions, which we call data-driven decisions. I'm going to keep saying this after each one of these because in finance, we use data to come up with conclusions, to make decisions, and we call those data-driven decisions. Now, the next one is going to be something that I really enjoyed in college. This is risk management. So this is relevant to careers that are in risk management, insurance, financial planning. Risk management is a really, really important skill to have, whether you work in investment banking, investments, anywhere. Risk management is an important skill to have. The skills you learn from risk management classes can be applied to so many things in life, not only in finance, but in a lot of things in life. Risk management is really important. So it covers topics such as risk assessment, risk mitigation strategies, financial derivatives, and you also learn about insurance. So when I was in college, I took a class that was labeled risk management. I took a class that was labeled insurance. I took a class that had to do financial derivatives, it was these classes that fell under risk management. This is a really, really important skill. Now, once you know how to identify risk and once you know how to apply the risk mitigation strategies, then you are going to be able to make the decision to avoid or, mitigate the risk. And that is what we call a data-driven decision. Okay. Now, the next one is going to be financial modeling. This is going to be valuable for people that are working in investment banking, equity research, financial analysis, which is pretty much people that love working with data. You have to be able to manipulate data if you're working with data. You have to be able to clean data. You have to be able to build these models if you're going to be working in finance in a role that requires you to work with data. And all that data is used to make data-driven decisions. Now, the last one is going to be international finance. I actually hated this class in college. I actually failed it the first time, and the second time I actually passed it. So international finance is going to be relevant for people that are looking to work in maybe international banking, foreign exchange trading, and global investments. This looks at the macro level of things, which in my opinion makes it one of the hardest classes in college to really understand. If you're going into depth, try understanding the complexity of international financial markets. Understanding the markets in the United States is already difficult. Imagine trying to understand international markets, exchange rates, as well as international capital flows, as well as multinational corporate finance. This is, I think, the most complex subject in finance, and this is the hardest, right? If you want to get into this, you have to be prepared to study to really know these things, because this is probably one of the most difficult. So as you can see here, there are quite a few of these core financial subjects that I think are really helpful. And these are some of the core financial subjects that can help you narrow down to what you actually want to do. Okay. So if you want to be a financial analyst, maybe take more classes that are, financial accounting and mix it with some financial modeling classes and a little bit of risk management, which is what I did in college. So these are some of the things you need to look into to focus on and really research classes that fall underneath each of these core finance subjects, and you can kind of like have a game plan for the classes you want to take and where they are gonna lead you. Right. So thank you so much for tuning in. I'll see you guys on the next lesson.